Greetings, welcome to the course of Electromagnetics, Unit 2, Lecture number 29, Laplace equations. Now here is one example on Laplace or Poisson's equations. Let us see. In a spherical coordinating system, the potential V0 at r equal to 0.1 meters and potential is 100 meters at r is 2 meters. The r is a radius of what? Of spherical shells. Okay, there are two spherical shells are there in free space. There are two concentric spherical shells are there. Here is one shell and here is one more shell. There are two spherical shells are there. The first shell is having the radius of 0.1 meter and whose potential is 0. We have one more spherical shell whose radius is 2 meters and what is the potential is? The potential is 100 volts. Both these spherical shells are placed in free space. Then we are supposed to find what is electric field E bar and electric flux density D bar. So since these two are placed in free space, charge free space, then we can use a Laplace equations. What is the Laplace equation is? Del square V equal to 0. In last class we have wrote the equation for del square V in three different coordinating systems, in Cartesian, in cylindrical and in spherical coordinating system. Now which equation we need to be considered? Because they have mentioned both are spherical shell, so we need to consider the Laplace equation in spherical coordinating system. So let us write the Laplace equation in spherical coordinating system. This is del square V is given by 1 by r square into dou by dou r square into dou V by dou r into ER. This is the first term. The second term is 1 by r square sin theta dou by dou theta of sin theta into dou V by dou theta into a theta, and there is one more term of phi which is 1 by r square sin square theta dou by dou square V by dou phi square equal to into a phi. Okay, this is del square V. So this is the Laplace equation in spherical coordinating system. As both the spheres are varying only with respect to r, so the remaining terms theta and phi terms are 0. The terms of theta, a theta and a phi terms are 0. Now the equation of del square V, that is the Laplace equation, is given by 1 by r square dou by dou r of r square into dou V by dou r equal to 0. Our task is to find the electric field and electric flux density, okay, using Laplace equations. So this is equal to 0. So let us find the value of V. Once we have a V value, by using the relationship between V and E, so we can obtain the value of E as well as D. So our primary job is to get the value of V, electric potential. For that, let us integrate on both sides. So before that, I will take this r square term this side. So it will be 0. So the left out will be dou by dou r of r square dou V by dou r equal to 0. The r square becomes 0. Now integrate on both sides. Okay, I will erase this one. Let us integrate on both sides. So this is integration of dou by dou r of r square dou V by dou r into dr, which is equal to integration of 0 into dr with respect to r. Okay, so integration and its differentiation and cancels, so left over will be r square into dou by dou r, dou v by dou r. So integration of any constants 0, which is treated as a constant c. Now so we have to get the value of v. So what we do, let us integrate once again. Before that I will take this r square term this side. Dou v by dou r is given by c1 by r square. Now again integrate on both sides. Integrating on both sides, the integration of dou v by dou r into dr is given by integration of c1 by r square into dr plus constant. So this is v, which is given by integration of 1 by r square is minus 1 by r, c is a constant, minus 1 by r plus c2. Okay, so we obtain the value of v in terms of some constants. How to get the constant value c1 and c2? The given boundary value problems are given, right? The boundary conditions are given. What the boundary conditions are? The v is 0 when r is 0.1 meters. Okay, v equal to 0 and at the radius is 0.1 meter. So let us substitute v and r in this equation. So substituting v is 0, which is c1 by r is 0.1 plus c2. From this is 1 by 0.1 is nothing but 10 c1 plus c2 equal to 0. Let this is equation 1. Okay, let us substitute one more boundary condition, that is radius 2 meters when voltage is 100 volts. So let us substitute, let this is equation 2. Let us substitute the boundary conditions. V is equal to 100 volts at r is 2 meters in equation 1. So writing these values in the equation 1, v is 100, which is c1 by what is r, r is 2 plus c2 equal to 100 only. So writing an equation, it is c1 plus 2c2, taking this 200. Let this is equation 3. Now we have two equations and two constants or two unknowns. Now we can solve equation 2 and 3 can be solved and we can get the value of c1 and c2. By solving the equation 2 and 3, you will be getting the value of c1 as, so we will be getting the value of c1 as 10.52, it is a constant, and c2 as 105.26. Solving these two equations, we will be getting the values of c1 and c2 like this. Let us substitute the c1 and c2 values in equation 1. So we will get the voltage equation. Substitute c1 and c2 in equation 1. Substitute c1 and c2 in equation 1. What is the equation 1 is? It is the equation of voltage in terms of some constants. It is c1 by r plus c2. The c1 is 10.52 by r plus c2. Okay. Now this is the equation of voltage, but our task is to find the electric field and electric flux density E and D, and we have a relationship between the E and V. So what the relationship between E and V? So E is given by minus gradient of V. So we know the relationship between electric field and electric potential as E is given by minus gradient of V, where again this del can be written in terms of either Cartesian or spherical or in cylindrical. Since here is a case of two spheres, so we have to consider the del in spherical coordinating system. Writing a del in spherical, E is given by minus dou V by dou R into AR. Okay, so remaining theta and phi terms are 0. So E is given by minus dou by dou R of what is V? The V which we obtained as 10.52 by R. Here is a C2 value we don't know. The C2 is 105.26 plus 10. Now here this is minus C1 by R. No, here it is a minus and here is also minus. So while we are substituting the value of V, the V is minus 10.52 by R plus 105.26 is a C2 value. Okay, so take this minus into minus, it will become plus. So E is given by, so we need to differentiate this term and this term also. So plus, it has become plus, minus into minus. So this is a constant. So 105.2 is taken constant. So left is dou by dou R of 1 by R plus dou by dou R of 105.26 means differentiation of a constant, it will become 0. So electric field E is written as 105 here into AR. Okay, here we have AR term and this is also AR. Okay, 10.52. Differentiation of 1 by R is minus 1 by R square into AR and differentiation of a constant will become 0. So E we have got as minus 10.52 by R square into AR. So unit is volt per meter. Okay. The question is to find the value of a E. Then if you substitute R as a 0.1 meters, then we will get the electric field at 0.1 means on the first spherical shell. If you substitute R as a 2 meters, then we will obtain the electric field at the second sphere. Now let us find the value of D bar also. So what is the D bar? Electric flux density, which is given by epsilon into E bar, but as I mentioned it is a free space, so we have to consider the permittivity of a free space. This is epsilon naught. So D bar is given by epsilon naught value is 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12. It is 12 into E. E value is minus 10.52 by R square into AR. Okay. So D bar is given by just multiplying this term with this one. Okay, you will be getting minus 93.19 by R square into AR. We'll keep this 10 power minus 12 as it is, or we can write as a pico. Okay, 10 raised to minus 12 coulomb per meter square. Okay, this is D bar, and at the boundaries by substituting R as 0.1 At the boundary you will be getting different electric field and flux densities, and at the same time if you substitute R as a 2 meters, you will get the different values of electric field and flux densities. Now let us find the E bar and D bar at V equal to 0 or R equal to 0.1 meter. Okay, so at 0 R is equal to 0.1 meter. E bar is given by what it is, minus 10.552 by, this is, I can write 0.1 as a 1 by 10, 1 by R square, no, square into AR volt per meter. So electric field at R as 0.1 meters, E bar is given by minus 10.52, this is 1 by 10 square, okay, we can write here, into 10 square into AR volt per meter, or we can write E bar as minus 10.52 AR volt per meter. This is the electric field at R is 0.1, means on the first spherical shell, okay, on the first spherical shell whose radius is 0.1 meters, and at this one, on this spherical shell, the potential is 0, and what is the electric field is? Electric field is minus 1052 volt per meter. Okay, the AR indicates that the direction of electric field is along the radius. In the same way, let us find what is flux density at the flux density at V equal to 0 and R is V equal to 0 and R is 0.1 meters. So at this condition, what is D bar is? So the flux density D bar is given by, so what we obtained is minus 93.19 by R square as it is. Okay, I will write the R square as 1 by 10 whole square, this is picocoulomb per meter square into AR. This AR again gives the direction of electric flux density, it is in the direction of along the radius. So I can write this value as the flux density as minus 9319 picocoulomb per meter square AR. So let us write the direction first before after that unit. So this is AR picocoulomb per meter square. So on the first sphere the voltage is 0, where the voltage is 0, the electric field is this much and flux density is 9139 AR picocoulomb per meter square. Okay, so what they said, on the spherical shells, on both the spherical shells, find E bar and D bar. On the first spherical shell where the voltage is 0 and whose radius is 0.1 meters, the voltage is this much and flux density is this. Okay, now let us find the electric field and flux density on the second spherical shell. For the voltage and radius are different. Okay, so let us go with the second condition. In the second condition, the voltage is 100 volts and the radius is 2 meters, okay, and which we have to find the electric field and electric flux density. Okay, the electric field E bar is given by, what is the formula we obtain? So what we can see that it is irrespective of the voltage, okay, and it is minus 10.52 upon the radius R square into AR. Okay, let us substitute the value R as 2 meters and simplify. Okay, So E bar is given by minus 10.52. The R square is 2 square, it is nothing but 4 AR voltage per meter. So the electric field is given by minus 2s are 8, 25, 8s are 24 and 3s are 12. Okay, 2.83 AR volt per meter. Okay, and on the second sphere, okay, and on the second sphere whose radius is 2 meters and the voltage is 100 volts and the electric field is minus 2.83 along the direction of radius. Okay, let us find the flux density D bar also. The D bar is minus 93.19 by R square. R is again 4, 2 square it is 4. Okay, AR picocoulomb per meter square. So D bar is given by, this is 4 2s are 8 minus 3.327 AR picocoulomb per meter square. Means on the second spherical shell where the voltage is 100 volts, electric field is 2.83 and the flux density is given by minus 23.27 or 27 in the direction of radius or along the direction of radius, it is picocoulomb per meter square. This is voltage per meter. Okay, in this way we can obtain the electric field and electric flux density on both the spheres which are placed in a free space. With this we can conclude this.